Hello friends, how are you? So I feel I owe you an explanation given what I said the other day. By the way, if you hear trains in the background, I do apologize. It's very, 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 very hot, and I'm not gonna shut the window and burn to death in my room. It's already hot in this room enough as it is. Yeah, so I feel like I owe you an explanation given what I said the other day. For those that saw it, or if you didn't, I'll give you the brief explanation. Basically, I said that I'm going to be taking a break, and that's not changing. However, some people sort of misinterpreted that as being like essentially the same thing as quitting and then coming back at some point in the future. To me, taking a break means uh it's 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 complicated, which is why I've made this video. So I no longer have the time to dedicate to, for example, the longest, let's say, Nerim videos, because they were the worst to record in terms of like sheer time. Sometimes, given how much I had to cut out, I would have to record for maybe up to 2 hours. Again, on particularly bad episodes, but you know, on average, probably about an hour. And then they could take, I think at worst, I spent about 2.5 hours editing a single episode. So, in the most extreme example, it would have taken about 4.5 hours for one episode. And please do not misunderstand this as me being one of those people who's ungrateful and blah de blah. You know, like, I know there are people that enjoy my stuff, and that's great. But at the same time, when you spend like 4.5 hours doing something for what amounts to a few hundred views, and you're like, I could have made like a 7-second meme video of a duck quacking and got probably more views than that. It's just very difficult to justify spending that long on something. Unfortunately, when you're like, I could do something for frankly much less effort and much more reward. So I got, like, at this point in my life, I got to look at the business side of things. Obviously, I still enjoy video games. I don't get near enough time to play them like I used to, or even as much motivation to play them as I used to. Like, I'm one of those people, I will probably play video games for my entire life, you know what I mean? It's one of those things I enjoy, but I can't sit there for hours every single day like I used to be able to. Like, I need to do it when I want to do it and not force myself to do it, which is another part of the reason that this is happening. So the abbreviated version of what's going on here is that I am largely going to stop recording stuff for YouTube. Not completely, but largely. I'm not going to be doing any lengthy RPGs, stuff like Nerim. It's just not, it's not fair on my mental state, to be honest with you, spending that long doing it, and again, seeing the results when you're like, man, I legitimately could have uploaded a video of a duck quacking. Not even kidding. So, I have started recording the rest of Metal Gear Solid 2, and I am going to finish recording that. So, like I said, please don't take this to mean I'm quitting the YouTube channel entirely. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean I'm never going to record anything again. It's just, stuff is going to be few and far between. As opposed to, like, weekly or bi-weekly or whatever. It's going to be, like, when the rest of Metal Gear Solid 2 is recorded, I will upload it, probably across, like, a week or something, like one episode a day or something like that. But the YouTube channel is largely going to become fairly quiet, generally speaking. And streaming on Twitch, I'm not going to stick to a schedule. I have done it. It hasn't made a difference to the viewership. It doesn't matter how much I advertise it. It just doesn't matter. Like, you know, people are either going to show up or they're not. So it is what it is. Again, there's no point me forcing myself to stream when I don't feel like it, and then seeing that it's not getting me anywhere. Now, you see, or at least I see stuff on Twitter all the time from people being like, "Oh, I gotta grind on Twitch." You know, I appreciate my one viewer. It's not that I don't appreciate my viewers on Twitch or YouTube. Of course I do, but there's such a thing as sunk cost fallacy, and I think a lot of these people have really bad sunk cost fallacy. You know, like they some of these people stream for like years and they still have like 1 or 2 viewers. And I suspect 1 or 2 of them might be bots, or, you know, their best friend. And they're like, oh, well, I really, you know, gotta keep grinding. It's like, no, at some point you have to accept that the grind is not worth it, and that you should be focusing your efforts on something that is going to give you results. By all means, stream when you enjoy it, but grind should be saved for things where there's a definitive end goal, in my opinion. You know, like, by all means, try streaming, try becoming a successful streamer or YouTuber, but if it don't work, don't spend years doing it for nothing. So yeah, I'm going to keep streaming. It's just going to be few and far between. I'm going to keep making YouTube content. It's just going to be few and far between. I do want to make a non-gaming YouTube channel for just all sorts of different things. Like, again, literally like memes. I want to do videos where like even something as silly as like ranking the Pokemon. Like, I like Charmander. He's a B tier. I like his fiery tail and his little cute face. Stuff like that. Again, those are videos where I could... A, I want to make them, and B, I could make them, and it wouldn't take me 4.5 bloody hours, and it would probably get about the same results. If not better. And, you know, like, for example, Doritos Flaming Hot came out in the UK fairly recently. You can probably tell where they are. And I saw a bunch of reviews online of, like, 1-star reviews where people were like, they're too hot, they made my mouth burn, I had to drink milk for 15 minutes, and blah, blah, blah. I want to make videos where I make fun of 1-star reviews and stuff like that. That's something I could do. It wouldn't take 4.5 bloody hours, and I feel like it would be probably more productive. Yeah. So anyway, that's basically it. Like, I'm not quitting per se. It's just like I really gotta pull back at this stage of my life, you know? I really do. So yeah, I really appreciate all the support. Of course I do. I really appreciate all my viewers on YouTube and Twitch. Please just bear this in mind. This means that, like, if you want to cancel your Patreon, if you're a patron, or your Twitch subscription, or whatever, knock yourself out. I do not blame you one bit. By the way, feel free to join the Discord. There should be a link to it in the video description. I mean, I streamed yesterday, you know? Like, I streamed Chivalry 2 for 4 hours. But, like I say, it's just going to be whenever I want to do it, and whatever I want to do, and I'm not going to worry about, like, what people want to watch. I'm just going to play whatever I want to play, and if I don't feel like using my camera, I'm not going to use my camera, and yeah, I'm not going to stick to a schedule, because, like I said, at this point, you know, sunk cost fallacy. I definitely, in years past, I've been that guy. I'm not that guy now. So yeah, like, hopefully you understand, like, I don't want this to sound like sour grapes or anything like that, because it's not. It's just me being realistic, you know? Like, I just don't have the time to dedicate that much, well, time and energy to something where, like I said, I could literally just upload a 7-second video of a duck quacking for the same result. So, yeah. I think you're all awesome. Thank you for all the kind words, by the way. A lot of people left kind words on the Discord. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just not going to be around anywhere near as much as I was. But I'm still here. I hope you're all doing well. Have a good day.